back to a new video. I think I promised you like some time ago that I would do like a video about my Ida face, and yes, I did some digging through my old photos and I found actually like quite many pictures of me during my first years of wearing Lolita. I took only the 3 first years that I wore Lolita into this video, because after that I feel like the coordinates that I wore very like significantly changed into much better. And even in these pictures that I have found, you can definitely see the kind of like development that I went through. Just prepare yourself for cringy ass pictures, you know, bad quality pictures too. I have like a couple of full body pictures, but mostly they are selfies. If you don't know what Ida is, I recommend you watching this video. I made like a whole series, like Lolita 101 series, where I went through like different terminology, and also the like toxicity video that I made like couple of, at this point it's probably been like a month or 1.5 months. Well, anyway, the toxicity video, I talk about like things like more in depth. And yes, so I guess we should just like get right into watching some crazy ass pictures. Let's start off with the first ever Lolita coordinate that I ever wore. I think I've shown this picture to you before. The dress is Balloon Bears by Bodyline. I don't have this dress anymore, honestly, because it's OP. It's saving a lot of energy, so I guess like OPs are really good for beginners because you don't really need to think about the blouse or anything. You can just wear the dress as it is. But as you can see, I don't really have a headdress. I have only the lamb ears, basic really thin like white stockings, and some like random jewelry. A lot of like sentimental items I'm wearing in this coordinate, but they don't really go together. I'm mixing like bears, bunnies, and lambs, so but not the worst. I will say like I think the makeup is pretty cute. And yeah, like the dress, fine. And well, I did put on a petticoat, but you can hardly see that it's there, so yeah, very basic kind of like beginner mistakes, I would say. The next picture is from 2016. This dress was very special to me because it was one of the first, well, it was the first dress that I ever made on my own, kinda. I was learning through YouTube, watching YouTube tutorials how to sew, and just made things for myself. This dress was actually one of the reasons why I got into the dressmaking school, because the person from I bought this fabric, like the fabric store, they saw the dress and they were like, would you like to study this? Like, you seem like you have like talent and you're enthusiastic about like sewing and everything. And I was like, well, sure, like I can take the contact details. And I got the number for the teacher and I gave them a call, and I got like invited into an interview. I actually wore Lolita to the interview, and I remember the teacher commenting that it's like really cute and and you know, like you can learn how to do these kinds of dresses yourself. And I was like, ooh, I want that. I didn't really wear this as a Lolita dress. I feel like it's more of just a cute, like summery, colorful dress. Next picture is just a selfie, and the dress that I'm wearing is not a Lolita dress. It was just something that I found from a secondhand store, but I did kind of like try to wear it as a Lolita dress kind of. So I would put like a collared shirt underneath the dress and wear it kind of Lolita style, but I think how I wore Lolita was very kind of casual way, so that's why I don't want to be too judgy of myself, kind of, because I would wear it to work and it was just fun to put on something, I don't know, like a bit more special, kind of. This is from 2015. This is my first, or like one of my first kind of like brand pieces that I own. I still have this dress. It's a baby strawberry letters, or strawberry love letters. I have found like the blouse thing. I knew that I had to wear blouses if I'm wearing JSK, but this is like very basic, kind of like polka dot colored shirt with, I think it had like a Peter Pan color in that sense, like, yeah, whatever. And the bag, like, I remember finding that bag from a thrift store and kind of like just adding like a little fabric bow onto it, kind of like Lolita-fying the bag. But it's black and white, so it doesn't really go with the colors. And also the tights are just white stockings again. I didn't really have many socks back then, so you just had to do with what you got. This is another colored shirt. It's like a striped one with a pinstripe, and Bodyline strawberry shortcake dress. This was my first new dress that I got. I bought it straight from Bodyline and I was very happy. I think this was like probably one of the first times that I ever wore the dress. And props for the bunny, that's like extra cute. And well, pink and mint was already back then, like I'm currently wearing mint and pink. But yeah, mint and pink was a thing for me already back then. Even though the dress doesn't really have any pink in it, but it kind of works anyway. But yeah, again, no headdress, nothing. Probably wearing white stockings again. Yes, white stockings, woohoo! Mint shirt, collared shirt with the same dress, and black jacket. I didn't really have any Lolita outerwear back then, and everything that I had was very like dark toned, so yeah, it is what it is. Finland is cold, and I just wanted to wear pretty clothes. And I think I can see like a little glimpse of the green sneakers that I had. They were like, I don't think they were even Converse, they were just like fake Converse kind of sneakers in like bright green color. I didn't have like Lolita shoes back then, so something like not black was my go-to. I remember this shirt. It was very uncomfortable. Got it secondhand and yeah, but it looked pretty cute. And I think like the match with the skirt and the shirt is really cute, but the stockings, like black cat themed stockings. I forever regret selling this skirt. But I understand, like I sold it because it was corduroy and it would collect every single speck of dust and cat hair that was lying around, and I just hated it. No, it wasn't, no, I didn't like it. So yeah, but I used to own this skirt and it's really, yeah. I kind of regret selling it, but kind of don't, because I wouldn't wear it, so at least the new owner, I think, wears it. The colors don't really match and no headpiece, so... This is from 2016 Hellocon that I went to. This is my first Hellocon outfit that I actually made. I don't really remember how I did the skirt part. I think it was probably a circle skirt again. But I remember sewing it together with a shirt that I already had. So I made kind of like, it was kind of like an upcycling project kind of, that I combined the pre-existing shirt into a new skirt part kind of. And the theme of the Hellocon was like a rose garden or something. And yeah, so basically what I did was I just sewed on like little fake roses onto the skirt and made like a rose headdress. But hey, at least I have a headdress, like wow, that's progress. But again, like black and white, it's not like the worst combination, but I don't know, I personally would not maybe wear black and white this way, but you know, it was like 9 years ago, so I forgive myself. 2016, I'm wearing Angelic Pretty Dreamy Dollhouse. This was my first ever like brand piece, but this is like the first picture that I have of me wearing it. If you ignore the black stockings, I've really tried. Can you see the blue rubber boots? It was rainy day, so I had blue rubber boots with a blue lollipop necklace. You know, there is some color coordination, you know. So I definitely tried, but you know, it is what it is. Radioactive Cupcakes. I actually got the dress for like, I think 80 euros or something, because, and this was in 2016. Radioactive Cupcakes was not a popular print back then because it was probably considered the most horrendous piece that you can ever own. I didn't really care. I just wanted to wear Lolita and I found cheap dresses, so why not? Again, with the collared shirt, probably no headdress. Yeah, but I have teacup earrings that go with the muffin theme or like the cupcake theme. So theme, cupcake theme. Yeah, well, anyway, you know, like tea and cupcakes. 2017. I'm wearing a beret, which is like, it's progress question mark. I'm wearing something on my head, it's not just like my hair. I have the Baby the Starshine Bright dress and a collared shirt. The color of the beret doesn't really match. It does match with my lipstick, but that's pretty much it. But yeah, I have the little like star choco mint star hair clip, so progress. I'm like, you can do it. You can do it. 2018. This was, I think this was maybe Alice and the Pirates dress or Baby the Starshine Bright dress. Well, anyway, it was beige. I didn't really wear it. I don't think I wore it like once maybe, and then I sold it off because, you know, I just had to try and see if I like beige or brown, and I didn't. 2018 Hellocon, Eternal Twilight, I think. This was my first ever like full Lolita coordinate that I made myself. I did make the dress for the like previous Hellocon too, like 2016 Hellocon. So in that sense, like, sure, like, but here you can actually see that I put more thought into it, and my skills as a seamstress or like dressmaker had developed a lot. The silhouette is not there yet, and the skirt is too short, but I can see the potential in this. And also, like, it's an OPs are not very easy to make, especially for a beginner, because of the like fitting and everything. So you can kind of see that the bodice is kind of loose, but still, like, it's really pretty. I really like the dress, and it's really nice. And yeah, and actually the colors and everything, they are really like thoroughly thought through. I have silver shoes, and all the like accents in the dress are silver. The necklace that I wore is silver with a kind of like a natural kind of stone that was sparkling in like the dark blue color, and I did want to make it like dark night blue because of the eternal twilight like theme of the Hellocon. So basically it's just night blue, and yeah, I think this is like the final thing that I made or like wore that I would, well, this isn't Ida anymore. I think probably the 2017 picture with the beret, that is like the last of my like Ida phase. So my Ida phase took me 3 years, but I would say it's very kind of like personal, or like it varies from person to person how long the phase takes them, and like how long does it take for them to grasp the idea of Lolita. I guess like as last thoughts, to me Ida phase is not something that I want to kind of like shit talk about, because you like every part, like every learning process requires room for learning. And me just being into Lolita fashion and enjoying the frilly clothing and lace and ruffles, that was enough for me. I knew the rules kinda, but I didn't really care, or I didn't let the rules or the like kind of guidelines of Lolita to limit myself, or like limit my enjoyment of wearing Lolita. So I would just wear whatever I had, and that's good enough. You cannot do something perfectly when you're just starting. Understanding the style and all that, it takes time, and you need to take time to learn it, and you need to, you know, trial and error, and just kind of see what works for you. As you can see, like I had beige dresses in my wardrobe that I quite quickly realized is not my style. So that is kind of like what I had to go through to learn what my personal style is. Everybody's path to Lolitahood is very personal, kind of like, or like individual. So yeah, that's my TED talk to you today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Bye!